Hey, my name is Jacob. If you're watching this video, you probably already knew that. I haven't really sat down and done a long form video of me just talking, but something happened today that kind of prompted that, so I figured this would be a good time to go ahead and do that. I think I should probably first give some background about myself in case you don't really know who I am. But like I said, my name is Jacob. I'm 24 years old. I've been running social media pages called JacobFoods, same name as this YouTube channel, where I mainly talk about nutrition misinformation. I talk about my journey of getting a bachelor's degree in food nutrition, eventually a master's degree in dietetics, on the path to hopefully eventually become a registered dietitian so that I can help people get healthier. I've talked a lot about my story, struggling with disordered eating patterns, orthorexia, eventually going kind of on a carnivore diet, getting away from that, and starting to eat more like a normal person again, and how I healed my mindset and how I now work with other people to do the same thing. I do weight loss coaching in that same vein, trying to help people get away from this social media misinformation. And through my journey of posting all these videos, I'd gathered over a 250,000 followers between Instagram and TikTok. I had 170,000 on Instagram and almost 100,000 on TikTok. I'll probably be hitting that in a few days, which is exciting. But the thing that prompted me to hop on here and make a video talking is I lost my Instagram account today. And this is actually the third time this has happened. The first few times were um, AI false reporting, according to Meta. I was able to get access to them and talk to them about that. They allowed me to appeal, and then eventually that appeal process went through, and I got my accounts back. But today, I was banned for terrorism or human trafficking were some of the reasons, and there was no option to appeal, which I believe means that the account's just gone forever, and that's pretty stressful. I run my business off of there. I make all of my income off of there right now because I'm not yet a registered dietitian. I'm not yet doing that kind of work. Everything I did was through social media. I had brand deals in the works that were really exciting, my first real brand deals. I had all of my coaching clients that were coming to me through my Instagram page, through marketing that I did there. And now that's potentially all gone because I can't even appeal. It says my account is already permanently gone and no one will be able to find it. So yeah, that's a little worrisome. I figured maybe now is a good time to kind of diversify and start posting on multiple platforms. I have a Facebook as well, but that doesn't get any traction. All the comments are crazier than they even normally are on any other social media platform, if you can believe that. But yeah, it's a kind of interesting, seemingly losing everything that you've been working for over a year on. I started posting in September of 2024 on TikTok, eventually opened my Instagram page early in 2025 and gathered those 171,000 followers. And the first few bans were really, they really slowed me down because you kind of lose traction. You get out of the algorithm, people sort of, you lose the momentum. And that was hard to recover from, but we recovered from it, started getting growth back up again, and now it's gone. And what's especially weird is when I was talking to Meta about this, the first few times it happened, they said essentially, mass reporting doesn't take you down because people can submit all kinds of fake reports. It doesn't mean that anything is true. They said what happens is someone has to review that report, and so the two things that can happen actually, someone has to review it and decide that it is truthful and take you down, or AI itself can flag you for something. And assuming that's what happened the first few times, because then I was able to appeal and get the account back. But this time, there is no option to appeal, and I believe this means that someone saw a report and decided that it was a truthful report. And if you are someone who has watched my content on Instagram before I posted this video, you know how ridiculous that is. I have never even sworn on that page. I've never said a bad word. I have never really talked anything political. I have never talked about any sort of terroristic events or the files that are getting released. None of that has been mentioned. And yet still, it was enough to take my account down permanently. Seemingly, might come back, but I don't know. So I'm a bit kind of lost about what to do right now because, like I said, everything that I'm earning is coming from social media right now. I've of course been trying to figure out other ways to make money because there's a lot of money in social media, but I'm not yet at the point where I'm making all of that money. So yeah, I kind of wanted to just get on here and talk a bit about where I'm at right now. Maybe make an introduction to a few people who haven't seen me before, and if you want to follow along, that'd be great. I do plan on making more longer form videos, more of me just talking about things, maybe me doing things out in real life. But I know that growing on YouTube is slow, and I am trying to find something that's not super slow right now, but this is a really good impetus to get started and getting going on this. So yeah, if you want to see more, maybe leave a comment about what you want to see. I feel like I'm starting over from ground zero, but I know that I've gained a good amount of knowledge about how to do this stuff. So yeah, hopefully people who were on my page before can find this and kind of figure out what happened, and also hopefully I can reach some new people. But this is my first go at making one of these kinds of videos. So let me know what you want to see.